Hello student, in last lectures we talking about the innate immune system, and in this lecture we talking about the acquired immune system, which is essential for the resistance against the microorganism. Basically this acquired immunity is specific for the antigens or any microorganism which present in the body of organism. So basically we know that the innate immune system is a first line of defense whenever the organism or pathogens attack on the organism's body. Innate immunity start to respond against that or microorganism. But sometimes innate immunity is unable to remove that microorganism or that pathogen, bacteria or viruses, so that it trigger the acquired immunity and which produce the antibody against that particular microorganism, bacteria or viruses. That is acquired immunity. So acquired immunity having some mediators like components like innate immune system. So let's talk about the properties of acquired immunity. So there are some mediators which functions as a security guard of the acquired immunity and which is essential for the fight against the microorganism. Basically the T cells and B cells are the chief mediators of acquired immunity. So what is meant by the T cells? So T cells are the T lymphocytes are the one of the major component of the adaptive immune system. So there are roles include directly killing infected host cell, activating the other immune cell, producing the cytokines and regulating the immune response. T cells also promote the killing of cells that have ingested microorganism and present foreign antigen on their surface. Another class of T cells called as regulatory T cells and function to inhibit the immune response and resolve inflammation. Also B cells also the mediator of the acquired immunity. So B cell means it is also known as a B lymphocyte. So these are the type of white blood cell of the lymphatic subtype. They function to tolerate the immunity component of the adaptive immune system by secreting the antibodies. So the main function of these cells, B cells, is to make the antibodies against the antigen, to perform the role of the antigen presenting cell like APC, and to develop into the memory B cell after the activation of antigen interaction, that is B cell. So T cell and B cell are the chief mediators of the acquired immunity or adaptive immunity. And also other also included like classical complement pathway, antigen presenting cell, that is APC, cytokines like interleukin 2, interleukin 4, interleukin 5. So talking about the properties of acquired immunity, so first of all that is response occurring days. We know that the innate immunity start response again in a time, in a hours, but acquired immunity take time to initiate its response against the acquired immunity start to get response in a 90 hours or 1 or 2 days. So basically it required the activation of T cells and B cells against the microbial antigen so that its response occur lately. Next, that is require prior microbial exposure. We know that the innate immune system throughout the lifetime it is active, but acquired immunity develop only after the exposure of microbes or microorganism. Whenever the microorganism get invented in body system, then the acquired immunity start to get response against this microorganism. It just occur after the exposure of microbial organism or pathogen or bacteria. So it required the exposure of microbes. Next one, that is specificity. So acquired immunity is highly specific and direct against the specific antigen that are unique to the microbes. We know that innate immune system is not specific. Whatever the organism get invented in our body system, innate immune system just attack on them and want to kill them. But acquired immunity is specific, is highly specific. It recognizes the antigens, it recognizes that pathogen, bacteria or viruses, and then start to produce the antibody against that microorganism which is unique to that microorganism, because we know that the acquired immunity have the capability to produce the antibodies, and these antibodies are highly specific for the uniqueness of microorganism and their specific antigen. Next property, that is memory present. So a proportion of T cells and B cells become a memory cells. These T and B cells having a memory cells and following the primary contact of the microbes. Whenever they get contact with the microbes, they recognize them and kill them. So which play an important role when the microbes is encountered subsequently. So first, primary contact of the microbes produce the memory in T and B cells, which is essential whenever the microorganism subsequently encountered in the body of organism, then T cells and B cells trigger the response against that microorganism, that is memory is present. They recognize immediately what is the type of microorganism and what actually caused they occur. So they initially start the produce the specific antibody against that microorganism because of the memory. We know that the innate immune system doesn't carry the memory, but acquired immunity having the memory, and so that this, by using this memory, they can recognize the microorganism, and this microorganism, by recognizing this microorganism, they produce the antibodies, and these antibodies are highly specific towards the microorganism and their antigen. Next point, that is diversity is wide. So acquired immunity, though take time to develop to active against a wide range of repertoire of the antigen. We know that there are many pathogens, many bacteria, many viruses are present in the body of organism and the surrounding of organism. And this microorganism having the variety in their plasma protein, their RNA, DNA, and they, due to that, they showing the variation. And due to this variation, innate immune system get confused and cannot kill that organism. But adaptive immunity having the diversity, because they consist the three segments which is essential for the producing the antibodies, that is V, D and J. These three segments are showing the diversity and wide range of the producing the antibody against those microorganism, that is diversity. So acquired immunity may take a time to develop against that microorganism, but they having the specificity against specific antibody against that microorganism, which can kill that microorganism which invaded in body of organism. Next point, that is host cell receptor of acquired immunity are specific for the microbial antigen. So basically these host cell receptor of the acquired immunity are specific for the particular microbial antigen. So basically we know that there are many antibodies are producing by the B cells and the acquired immunity. So these antibodies having the specific receptor to recognize the microbial antigen, and they produce the antigen antibody complex, and this complex formation occur due to the host cell receptors, which include the T cell receptor and B cell immunoglobulin receptor, that is antibody receptor. And these receptors are essential to produce the tolerance or resistance against the microorganism. So there are two types of acquired immunity having, that is active and passive, and next one, that is artificial and natural immunity. So let's talk about the difference in what is meant by the active immunity and what is meant by the passive immunity. So let's say some differences in active and passive differences. First one, that is produced actively in host immune system, where the passive immunity immunoglobulin received passively. So basically active immunity produced in the body of organism, that is host immune system produce the active immunity, where the immunoglobulin, that is antibody, in passive immunity the immunoglobulin or antibodies are received passively through the vaccine or any of the transfer of the antibodies from outside of the organism. Next one, that is second point, that is induced by the infection, that is naturally, and vaccination. So basically this active immunity induced by the infection, whatever the infection get organism, the active immunity start to get response against those microorganisms and produce the antibodies, that is natural antibodies. Or vaccination, Vaccination means vaccination is a kind of chemical which having the half kill viruses or bacteria, and these are useful for producing the active immunity against the microorganism, that is artificially producing the active immunity which is fought against the organism or microorganism and pathogen. Where passive immunity is acquired by the mother to fetus, that is IgG transfer, that is naturally. We know that the the antibodies of mother is transferred to the fetus to produce the immunity in body of fetus, that is IgG, immunoglobulin G transfer. And next one, that is ready-made antibody transfer, that is artificially antibodies are transferred to the host body, that is passive immunity. Ready-made antibodies transferred to the body of organism. Next point, that is long lasting. This active immunity is long lasting. Whenever the second exposure occur in body of organism, active immunity recognize that microorganism and produce the antibody against that microorganism. But in passive immunity there is a no last for the short time. So whatever the exposure or occur, that antibody fight against that microorganism to that time, not the next time. But active immunity, it is long lasting, that having the memory. But passive immunity doesn't carry the memory, so that they having the short period for the fight against the microorganism. Active immunity having the lag period present. Lag period means activation of cells against the microorganism, that is lag period. So this lag period is present in the active immunity because they have to recognize the microorganism. Then after recognition they produce the specific antibody for the specific microorganism, which carries some time, that is lag period. But passive immunity doesn't carry the lag periods, which is because we ready-made these antibodies ready-madely transferred in the body of organism, so that it doesn't carry the lag period. They doesn't have the recognition of microorganism, because the specific for the specific antibodies, we just ingest that antibodies in the body of organism and they fight against that microorganism which is invented in body of organism. Next point, that is memory present. So memory is present in active immunity because active immunity is naturally produced in the host immune system, and so that it having the memory, because active immunity consists the T cells and B cell receptors which having the memory present in their cells. So this memory is essential for the recognition of microorganism in second exposure, and then they producing the antibodies against those microorganisms. Secondly, that is passive immunity. Passive immunity doesn't carry the memory because it is passively entered in the body of organism or ready-madely transferred in the body of organism, so that it doesn't carry the memory. Next one, that is booster dose useful. So whenever the microorganism get infect the organism's body, then active immunity start to get response against that microorganism. But passive immunity, subsequently doses are less effective. So there are some doses are given to organism against those microorganisms, and which is subsequently less effective for response against the passive immunity. So next one, so they may having the negative phase may occur because active, we know that some autoimmune disease can be occur in the body of organism due to the active immunity, and which having the negative impact on the body of organism. But passive immunity doesn't carry the negative phase because it ready-madely transferred in the body of organism, which is quite useful for the autoimmunity disease. So in immunodeficiency individual it is not useful because they cannot be this immunodeficiency individual cannot be produce the active immunity or produce actively by the host immune system antibodies in the body of organism because they are immunodeficient individuals. But passive immunity may be useful for the immunodeficient individual because they passively transfer to the body of organism by the outer side. So this passive immunity quite useful for the immunodeficient individuals, but active immunity is not useful in immunodeficient individual because they cannot be produce the active immunity against the microorganism. So that is for today. So in today's lecture we talking about the acquired immunity, its mediators, its component which is essential for the resistance against the microorganism, and difference in the active and passive immunity. So that is for today. Thank you.